This is Nalsarovar, a vast wetland in Gujarat. A foggy morning reveals hundreds of common cranes, bar-headed geese and grey-legged geese feeding side by side. They often gather around like this for safety, more eyes to watch for danger and plenty of food to share. Here is the Indian spotted eagle, scanning the plains for its next meal. Watch those piercing eyes. It's a master hunter. Another common crane pair, peacefully resting after breakfast. They can fly thousands of kilometers during migration and often remain faithful to their partners for life. Here is the striking male Red Avadavat, often called the strawberry finch or red munia. But I'm troubled by the guide's approach. They set up a perch with feathers, then scare him away again and again for a perfect shot. Is this how wildlife watching should be? Am I the only one who finds this setup unsettling? And here is the female, spending a quiet moment on the perch. A male Montagu harrier with a fresh catch, likely a grasshopper. Watch him feast, devouring it swiftly. Interestingly, Montagu harrier often nest on the ground, using grass and twigs for camouflage among tall vegetation. A quick puff of feathers, shaking off the dirt. Here is a short-eared owl, clearly on edge with the harrier circling above. Short-eared owls often hunt in daylight unlike most owls, and they typically nest on the ground as well. Next we have the Namaqua Dove, a rare visitor from Africa that's slowly expanding its range. They are among the smallest dove around, with the male sporting a striking black face and a bright red and yellow bill. In India, just a handful, maybe 20 or 30 call Gujarat home, making each sighting feel special. They peck seeds and insects from the ground at lightning speed. It's almost a blur. And every so often, one just zones out, like it's daydreaming mid-meal. Interestingly, there was a recent sighting in Rajasthan Desert National Park, showing they are gradually adapting to the new habitats. This was a lifer for me, easily one of the most beautiful dove I've ever seen. The western yellow wagtail, first the female, and then comes the male. But before he can settle, a few green bee eaters swoop in and take over the perch. And before long, 6 of them huddle side by side in the chilly December morning. This behavior is called communal roosting. It helps them share body warmth and keep watch for predators. It's quite a heartwarming sight, like a little family snuggle. I return for a closer look at the bar-headed geese, grey-legged geese, and cranes feeding together. They seem right at home, loud, yet content, occasionally nudging each other for personal space. Some take flight while new arrivals touch down, as though everyone knows each other. It's noisy but oddly harmonious gathering. Here is a Marsh Harrier with another kill, though it's hard to tell what's on the menu. Interestingly, Marsh Harriers often nest in the reed beds, and one can sometimes mate with multiple females at once. After feeding, it stretches its feathers and lets out a sharp squeal. The forest wagtail. Unlike its relatives, this one wags its tail side to side, not up and down, darting between dry leaves, perfectly blending in. It spends summers in East Asia, but escapes to India for the winters, making these brief encounters all the more rewarding. The brown-breasted flycatcher, usually a secretive bird, sticking to dense forest canopies. But today it's perched on a decorative metal bird, an odd but fascinating sight in the middle of Nalsarovar Park. The elusive Sykes Nightjar, a master of camouflage. We came to see it at night, but so did many others. A circle of bright torches, restless footsteps in the dark. The nightjar tries to settle, but there is no escape. Each time it lands, it's surrounded again. This is not birdwatching. I speed up the footage and it's obvious. A nocturnal bird, confused and restless, trapped in the glare of artificial lights. Nightjar rely on darkness for survival. But here, their instincts mean nothing. All for what? A better shot? A few more likes on social media? Aren't we supposed to respect the wildlife we admire? Instead, we chase, we disturb, we intrude. If we strip nature of its peace, are we truly appreciating it or just consuming it? I would love to hear what you guys think about birdwatching ethics. Share your thoughts in the comments. Next, we head to the salt marshes of the Little Run of Kutch, a landscape like no other, full of surprises. If you enjoyed this journey, like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned.